A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. I'm Ritwika Gupta. In a sector that's still finding its wings, Garuda Aerospace has emerged as a front-runner in India's rapidly evolving drone ecosystem. From building a scaled-up drone startup to powering missions across agriculture, infrastructure and more. Tonight I'll be chatting with Agnishwar Jayaprakash, founder and CEO Garuda Aerospace, to find out why he's betting big on India's drone future. Listen in. Agnishwar, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Thank you so much for having me on, ma'am.
So let's start with the big picture. How would you describe the current landscape of India's drone ecosystem?
I think India has made rapid strides and progress in the drone ecosystem per se. I believe that ever since the Honorable Prime Minister's progressive government initiatives towards the drone sector in 2020-21 commenced by liberalizing the drone rules, I think that there has been tremendous amount of progress. There has been a lot of young startups who have honed in on their skill set and their expertise. Drones as a sector has evolved into one of, I would say, the most promising ecosystems in the startup culture of India. And one of the things which I feel has really led to Garuda Aerospace to grow tremendously in this drone ecosystem is the fact that the Honorable Prime Minister had launched 100 of our drones in 100 different locations. That has really put us on the map in 2022. And of course, Mahendra Singh Dhoni becoming our brand ambassador as well as an investor. This really propelled Garuda Aerospace's position into the drone ecosystem, but there has been plenty of help and support from the government by launching progressive government initiatives like the production link incentive to boost local manufacturing, the ban on foreign drones, loan for drones, drone-based subsidies, the Namo Drone Didi scheme, the Drone Shakti scheme. So a lot of progressive government initiatives have also enabled the sector in general to grow, and that has also been picked up by a lot of investors. So we have seen 3 companies go public, a lot of strategic investments, and plenty of VCs now flocking to the Indian drone ecosystem.
So Garuda Aerospace is among the few drone startups in India that has achieved both scale and profitability. What has been your playbook for sustainable growth in such a capital-intensive space?
Like you rightly said, we wanted to make it as less capital intensive as possible. Our focus at Garuda has been to make sure that we drive an asset light, unit economic focused business model. And it has paid real dividends at Garuda because our focus has been to design drones,
Sure.
but not just to be a product sale company. We wanted to get into drones as a services as well. Ever since we commenced Garuda in 2016, in the last 8 years, Garuda has served over 400 clients, and we have consistently learned from every bit of the problem statement that we have solved for our clients by increasing their efficiency or reducing their expenses. Introducing drones also meant that we had to equip our drones with probes, sensors, magnetometers, IPAR lasers, sprayers, different types of payloads, different types of cameras, the ones that can work in both day and night, hyperspectral, multispectral, lidar, and also how you're able to make drones from transform them from mere data capturing tools into supercomputer on wings. So our focus has been not just to capture data, but how to analyze them, how to make it more effective, and to provide informed decision making ability to our clients. So that has been our playbook, and because of our focus on unit economics, Garuda has scaled from doing 2 crores in 2020-21 to 15 crores in 21-22 to 47 crores in 22-23 to 109 crores in 23-24, and the last year we closed at 123 crores. And the last 4 years we've been profitable with gross margins hovering between 33 to 35%, EBITDA margins between 22 to 24%, and PAT margins at around about 14 to 15%. And I think technology alone in this sector would not be a pathway towards success. I think technology supplemented along with very good fundamental economically sustainable business model is, I think, the pathway that Garuda has adopted towards success in the drone industry.
So, where do you see the biggest untapped demand for drones in India over the next 2 3 years?
I think precision agriculture and defense are the two major segments that is going to see tremendous amount of adoption. The reason I say these two sectors, obviously, defense is a playbook that a lot of drone companies are
Sure.
already involved in, but we feel proud that in terms of precision agriculture, Garuda maintains a market dominance. We've been the first movers in the space. We've sold 4,000 agricultural drones in a market where there are only about 10 to 12,000 drones, so about 35% market share. And it is like been at a time when you've had big companies, strategic investors, backed drone companies, which have also competed with us. So that being said, we are intending to double down on the precision agri sector because in average per year, farmers spend anywhere between 20 to 25,000 crores to get their fields sprayed with pesticides and fertilizer. It's an essential service that leads to crop protection, and agriculture is still a primary driver towards our GDP and fuels over 56 to 60 percentage of our population that lives in rural India. And providing such an essential service, and where drones are causing disruptions in providing faster pesticide spraying and also a lot more precise spray that is leading to reduction in crop loss and increasing in food crop productivity is a human service, which we're very proud of, and which we feel that has not only garnered attention in domestic markets but also in international markets. And that's why we were very happy to bag our export license and commence our exports to the US, to Africa, and to the GCC countries, because we feel that precision agriculture has a long way to go. And of course, from a defense perspective, the recent conflict has always, now more than ever, has shown that the wars and especially modern warfare is going to have a significant amount of drone technology that is going to be used by every single country there is. And faster, more lighter, more effective drones are going to be the name of the game. And we believe at Garuda Aerospace, both of these sectors are going to be driving our growth in the years to come.
Now, AI and automation are reshaping drone capabilities globally. What next gen innovations is Garuda investing in to stay ahead of the curve?
We've been very fortunate to have investors who've believed in the long-term vision. Garuda has primarily been a consumer and a customer funded growth company, and not invested funded growth company. And what I mean to say that we have not raised over 150 crores historically, and I still own 80% of the company. And that is because our focus has been build good quality products that our customers like, and the profits from those products and services that we provide should be able to sustain our business. And the funds that we raise from the investors are more towards enhancing our capabilities, particularly in technology. So happy to share that, we closed our Series B round, and we are commencing another funding round, a lot more towards the exact topics that you mentioned: AI powered drone, fiber optic cable drones, drones that can be capable of anti-jamming, anti-spoofing, frequency hopping, any form of countermeasures that the enemy can throw at us in the defense space. And of course, in terms of agriculture and in the industry 4.0, adapting towards a very rapidly evolving culture in terms of the manufacturing or the precision ag segment, you would need to consistently evolve in how best you're utilizing drones for a variety of different applications, be it structural damage assessment of chimneys, or railway safety protection of surveilling railway tracks, usage of drones in coal and mining sectors, providing volumetric analysis, any form of residual life analysis on structures. So we have commenced making our drones far more intelligent than they were before. What I mean to say that is that you would not have much of human interference or interventions. The drones are capable of flying on their own heights, speeds, altitudes, also analyzing data, providing analytics in terms of informed decision making metrics real time for clients to take quick decisions. And what we feel that drones are evolving into are supercomputer on wings. And I believe that Garuda is in the cusp of major breakthroughs. We have a dedicated product development team. We have worked with some of the best companies in the world, including Lockheed Martin, Thales, and also plenty of other companies within India like Tata Elxsi, HAL, and BEML. So we feel that there's going to be tremendous amount of products that are going to be released in the next couple of months.
It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13 in conversation with Agnishwar Jayaprakash, founder and CEO Garuda Aerospace, who sheds light on the untapped potential of drones and what it takes to build a globally competitive made in India drone tech company. So with Make in India as a driving force, how do you assess the state of domestic drone manufacturing today? Are we self-reliant or still import-dependent on critical components?
I think we've made rapid strides as a drone industry in terms of indigenization and Atmanirbhar Bharat in terms of the Make in India drive. And I think the government has played a tremendous role in boosting and promoting the acquisition and also local production through the Production Link Incentive Scheme. They're also in talks of enhancing that scheme to a larger degree. And I believe that those are critical aspects that as a government, they have always prioritized the drone segment for the last 4 to 5 years. And I think that consistently there has been tremendous amount of progressive reciprocity from the drone companies as well. We as a as an industry have also reduced the amount of dependencies from foreign imports to a great degree. I think from a Garuda Aerospace perspective, we have utilized our recent fundraise to build a 35,000 square foot facilities to start local production of our flight controllers, of motors, of batteries, and trying to minimize the criticalities and especially equipments that can be hacked. And I believe that also finding replacement for certain critical components, the raw materials that go into these components, like when it comes to a motor, the critical component there that goes into the motor are the magnets, and even the auto industries are struggling with that. So we are looking at finding other avenues of rare earth metals and these components that go into the components. And what I mean to say that is we are looking at sources in Australia, and also for lithium, you don't have reserves across the world, and it's very hard to get. And so we're looking at partnerships in Zimbabwe and Africa. So we have been on a global pursuit to work with a lot of global partners, not just to source technologies, but also to try and replace certain critical components that are perhaps not available in India, but also to make sure that they are passing all the security checks that the government would need. In that regard, I believe where we were a couple of years back to where we are now, it's light years of difference. And I believe that in the next 3 to 5 years, I believe Garuda will champion the cause in the Indian drone industry. And as a country, we would evolve into becoming one of, if not the hub of drones in the world that people would look and adore. And I think that the companies and the technology and the will, the passion is there amongst all entrepreneurs in the drone segment like myself. And I think that only time will show the grit and the resolve that will translate into results.
So Agnishwar, you're operating over 400 drones with about 500 trained pilots across 84 cities. What's your approach to skilling, quality control and scaling operations at that level?
So when you take a look at Garuda Aerospace, the manner in which we went about providing drones as a services was a hybrid model of utilizing our own drones and also to sell our drones to rural entrepreneurs or custom hiring centers, service providers, be it urban entrepreneurs, people who will purchase our drones and then provide services. I think the combination of drone product sale as well as drone services equipped with the fact that Garuda was the first ever drone company to receive dual DGCA certifications in both manufacturing as well as training, which means we have trained over 2,500 to 3,000 pilots thus far. And we have that advantage of producing drones which are cost effective and putting pilots on those drones to provide services to our clients, making them far more effective, economy and economic wise. And at the same time, we also have a pan India service that also enables clients to choose us over our peers. And I think that having a large drone fleet always helps, and this has also resulted in tremendous amount of cross-functional learning because Garuda is a sector agnostic drones as a service platform. We have taken up contracts in the mining sector, in the steel segment, in infrastructure development, and helping in project monitoring in manufacturing facilities on top of what we do in terms of precision agriculture and defense. So the amount of learning that our pilots, our drones, and our think tank have had has also resulted in development of amazing futuristic products with enhanced capabilities that are changing the world. I believe that in the next couple of years, drones are going to see the sort of evolution that you're seeing in software or AI fields. And because drone is not just hardware, most people think that it is, but we feel that it's a combination of hardware, software, and data intelligence. So we feel that there is going to be a lot of integration and evolution in these three segments. And when all of the excellence
Sure.
from these three fields converge, we are looking at a supercomputer on wings. So we believe that there's going to be tremendous amount of evolution that is going to help several sectors, and we are going to be disrupting several multi-billion-dollar segments as well.
Now, IPO buzz has been building around Garuda. Tell me, what milestones or metrics are you focused on before taking that next leap?
We won't be able to share much about that, but of course, we are on the talks. We have finalized a lot of internal committees. For any company to even get ready to go towards IPO, there has to be so much more professionalism and a transition from a startup mentality to being responsible and having the fiduciary responsibilities to not just the regulators but also to your investors. So the first step in that is underway in terms of us getting IPO ready, but we feel that our numbers as well as our product innovation is speaking at the right time, and we are in such an amazing market right now where the reception towards drones and deep technologies in general has been super positive by the markets and the underwriters. So, of course, a lot of key and experienced personnel have joined us in our growth journey. Garuda used to be only a team of very young professionals, but today we have people from the HAL with over 30 years of experience, retired Army Major Generals, and also top-notch companies wanting to partner with us because of where we are in our growth evolutionary curve.
Sure.
We feel that within the next couple of months, our plans would be revealed in how we intend to approach the public markets. But of course, a lot of preparatory work is on the way. We have done whatever we need to do in terms of staying profitable for 4 years, growing consistently, and also having a very stellar order book that is multi-dimensional and diverse. It's not just in one location as well, and also picking up global orders. So we're doing all the right things, and very soon we'll have an update on that regard.
And finally, tell us, what is your long-term vision for Garuda Aerospace? Are you building India's first drone tech unicorn?
Well, I leave that to people who are valuing us. How I view unicorn status is if you can impact 1 billion lives, and I think that's a plenty of valuation and validation, in my opinion, because when we started Garuda, it was all about impacting people positively through technology. And I believe that valuations would definitely come as a process and as a result of the kind of work that we've been doing and the kind of lives that we're impacting. Our motto has always been Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Hind, to provide cutting edge drone technologies to our armed forces, to our farmers, and to our citizens who deserve the best. And I think that Garuda has done all the right things. We've been focused on developing great technology, focused on ensuring that our clients are very happy with the kind of services that we provide or the products that we are able to place in their hands, making the drones more intelligent and having less reliability on drone pilots. So we've been doing all the right things. Our focus has been consistently to keep building on the great things we're doing and also limiting as many mistakes as possible, that usual pitfalls that startups walk into. And we've been having a tremendous amount of support from our advisors and our investors who've been fortunate. We've been fortunate to have such people around us. I, as a founder, have always believed in having people who are more intelligent than me around me to make sure that they guide me and prevent mistakes from happening. So I think that touchwood, everything is going on well right now, and I believe that we have learned so much that we feel that there is tremendous amount of contribution, tremendous amount of disruptive potential that we see in variety of different sectors where drones can be used as a tool to increase efficiency and reduce expenses for our clients. So we believe that adding value to our clients and customers is far more important than the valuation that we receive. That would definitely come in, but we're hopeful for the best.
Well, this was a great conversation, Agnishwar. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.